Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm not hearing anything on my side. This is weird. See, stuff keep happening. Stuff keep happening. I don't like when stuff that I didn't intend on happening happens. But we gonna keep going. So I don't know if I can take phone calls or not. I guess we'll see if someone calls. We'll see. Uh, and hold on, let me. Sorry, y'all. I was running late. As I'm sure y'all know. Right, you can go there. So you can go there. You can go there. Ah, looks like somebody's calling, and I don't hear your call. I can't. Hold on. Let's see. If I accept, I go to my audio settings, microphone, caller. Yeah, I can't hear you. Oh, this is annoying. This is annoying. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna play my hold on, I'll be there music. So hold on just a second. Check, check. There we go. All right. Got sound that way. All right. Hold on. Let me see one last time. All right. I think I got it now. I think I got it. Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. So I should be able to hear calls when they come in, as well as y'all should be able to hear me. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? I know there's a delay, so that's why I'm waiting instead of keep asking, can you hear me? Thank you, Regina. Thank you. Thank you, Ruby. All right, now let's get to it. Let's get to it. uh, Most important part of the show, best part of the show, and I hear the calls. I hear you, caller, calling in. Caller?
Sound check. Check 212.
I appreciate you. All right. And I don't know who that was, but I appreciate them calling. Oh, let's see. Let's get to it. Robert Willis. Good afternoon, Robert. Good afternoon. We got Preston in the house. Good afternoon, Preston. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining the show. Erica in the house. Erica representing Reading. Good afternoon. Lewis. Lewis in the house. Lewis Talbert says good afternoon. He's representing Sharonville. And he was getting a tattoo and typing with one hand. All right. Well, good afternoon. Thank you for joining the show. And I hope the tattoo went well. Daryl in the house. Good afternoon, Daryl. Good afternoon. I don't know why I'm oldest. I don't know what that means. He's representing Forest Park, Venezuela. Preston is representing the barbershop. So wait a minute. Was it Preston? No, it was Lewis. Lewis was getting a tattoo yesterday. Preston's getting a haircut today. Can't beat that. David, good afternoon. David's representing Westchester. Thanks for joining the show. We got Dwayne in the house. Dwayne representing Mount Airy. Thank you for checking us out, Dwayne. Appreciate you. Got Brent in the house representing Dallas. Good afternoon, Brent. Andrea representing Gulf Manor. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Karen in the house. Good afternoon, Karen, representing the West End. The most calming intro music to a roller coaster ride of a show. Today's show gonna be super calm and chill. It's gonna be so calm and chill that y'all gonna be like, can we talk some more about that stuff we talked about yesterday? Brent says Willie D and Scarface said what's up. Well, tell him I said what's up. Chelsea, happy Friday to you as well. And thank you for checking out the show. Maria in the house representing North College Hill. Good afternoon, Maria. Good afternoon. We got Jeannie in the house. Good afternoon, Jeannie. Good afternoon. Oh, let's see. Andre says happy Friday from the West Side. So Andre's representing the West Side. David said this is annoying. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you get these technical things that happen and you have to fix them. I like to fix them right out the gate so that I don't have to worry about them throughout the show. Call me crazy if you want to. I'm all right with that. See, Regina, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Steban in the house representing Westwood. Good afternoon, Steban. We got Brenda in the house. Brenda's representing Fairfield. Good afternoon, Brenda. Now, Brenda, are you the one who say that you called the show and I said something negative about you so you don't call the show anymore? Is that you or is that a different Brenda? Just checking. I'm just checking. Good afternoon. Diane representing Gulf Manor. Good afternoon. Pat in the house. Pat representing Westwood. Good afternoon, Pat. Thanks for joining the show. Appreciate you. Andre says, do you have video on the WCPO weatherman? I hear they covered up that story for a month before social media released it. Okay. Brenda says that's a different Brenda. Okay. I don't have video on the WCPO weatherman. I'll get it and I'll be able to play it on Monday. I would have to really be focused on that to grab it, pull it down, get what I need from it, and then get it over to Restream so that I could play it. But okay, I'll get it. That was when y'all couldn't hear me. No sound, can't hear you. Somebody said I look like Grady. No sound. Veronica in the house. Veronica representing College Hill. All right. David couldn't hear a damn thing. Lincoln is not producing the show. Vincent said was good. He's representing Landon, which, you know, I'm out there every Tuesday. David wants to know, do I have Buzz Wi-Fi? No. My Wi-Fi was working fine. It's all this other little equipment that I have here. Carolyn in the house. Good afternoon, Carolyn. Good afternoon. Brian in the house, and Brian says, good to go now. All right, thank you, and I appreciate you checking out the show. Ruby in the house. Ruby representing Golf Manor. Tria in the house. Classy as usual. Afternoon King and crew from Columbia Township. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. A few people telling me they can hear me. David says, we missed Lil Baby when she was here. These technical difficulties were not happening. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. A few other people saying that they hear me. They can hear me loud and clear. Pamela in the house. Pamela in the house representing North Avondale. All right. Preston says YouTube loud and clear. All right. Crystal in the house representing the Christ Hospital. Kush in the house. Kush, I might need your help on something. I'm going to reach out to you. Let's see. Samuel in the house representing East Walnut Hills. Brian says he's from PFS. I don't know what that means. PFS. Somebody tell me, what is PFS? Because I don't know. Valerie in the house. Valerie representing Westwood. Appreciate you checking in. Kimberly in the house. Good afternoon, Kimberly. Good afternoon. DeAndre in the house. DeAndre says, yo. Thank you for checking in. Brian says, Pleasant Run Farms. Okay. How was I supposed to know that? I don't know that there was any way for me to know that. Do people call it that? Nobody calls it that. But I appreciate you checking in. Oh, let's see. Jacqueline in the house representing Evanston. Kimberly says she's representing Bond Hill. All right, Bond Hill in the house. Let's see. CK says, I never did like voluptuous years. Not sure what you mean by that. Nat Turner in the house. Representing Columbus. All right. Shahara in the house. Representing Bond Hill. All right. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Samuel says, you've said that before. What? What did I say before? Tanika in the house, representing Orlando. Good afternoon. Common chill. So does that mean you're not taking a caller who plagiarized the Ghetto Boys' biggest hit? Stop it. Lewis says this tattoo did go well. Good. And of course, Brenda said that was a different Brenda. Jerica in the house. Good afternoon, Jerica. Thank you for checking out the show. Shahara says, I did think that was pretty suspect. I didn't hear about the WCPO man until recently. He's out there. And I'm not saying he did it. I didn't see him strike anybody. But people are saying that he was whooping old people's ass. That's not good. They're trying to wait till everything calmed down. We need to keep that story circulating. Steve Raleigh and his son should be in jail for assault. You have a right to that opinion. I don't know all the details. Based on what I'm hearing, if that's true, then yeah, they should be. But I don't know for sure. Thanks for explaining. GTG equals good to go. Okay, I didn't know that either. I'm 99.44% sure that the Buzz Wi-Fi password is the same from when you left. It probably is. Oh, that's funny. Um, Kush say he got me. Thank you, Kush. Sean in the house. Good afternoon, Sean. Good afternoon. Ben in the house. Afternoon, family. Checking in from. I'm gonna guess you meant southeast, and you had your finger shifted on one of the keys. Southeast Loveland. So Loveland in the house. Uh, Let me see. We're gonna have a drama-free evening. Probably. B Rab say what's up from the bus stop. You can't beat that. Brian said his sons did the ass whooping. Okay, that's not one story that I heard, but maybe I don't know who whooped ass, but whoever whooped ass was wrong. Uh, Mike Ballard, excuse me, representing Woodlawn. Since Wyatt is on vacation, are you gonna pick up his slack? Not on the politics though. I'm not sure what slack I'm supposed to be picking up. Let's see. Jason says he's representing Fairfield. Brian says I saw the video. So there's a video from the beginning of the incident. You explained what GTG meant when someone put GTG on here, and you said they were good to go. I didn't even know I did that. So all right. Call Mr. Ware and apologize for calling his daughter hefty. I will not be calling and apologizing for saying things that are true. Even though I didn't say that, what you just said, but I typically don't apologize for saying the truth. But I guess sometimes I do. If they call and apologize to me for calling me names, then I will apologize to them for calling them names. I got a feeling that ain't none of that stuff gonna happen, and I'm comfortable with it. Ron in the house. Ron say, what's up? What's up, Ron? What's up? Everything all right? You good? When yesterday you was heated when you left, and I always hate it when you leave angry. You know what I'm saying? I like people to leave and everything be on a good note. Like, all right, man, have a good day. That's the kind of the way I like to leave things. It's kind of the way I like to leave things. Sean says, post the link, please. Yeah, somebody can post the link and then everybody can look at it. I didn't know what GTG stood for either, but I definitely know what GTD stands for. Same here. Shannon says, the way I understood is the sun did it, but the weatherman was holding folks back trying to get at the sun. Okay. Look, again, I didn't, in the clip that I saw, and I can't say I saw like the whole video, in the clip that I saw, when the clip came on, people was already laid out. That's not funny, but people was already laid out. So I don't know who whooped their ass. I just know somebody whooped their ass. But the clip that I saw started with body strewn about. That's terrible. That is terrible. Y'all know I have a condition. I don't think any of this stuff is funny, but I have a condition that sometimes makes me laugh at things that aren't funny. So please forgive me. Daryl says, Steve Raleigh, son did the ass whooping on the old people, but Steve Riley held back the old couple's son from jumping in and protecting his parents. So Steve Riley is just as bad on the incident. They both should be charged for assault on old people. Yes. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. And yeah, they were 76 and 79. It's just bad. It's bad. Let's see, at the end of your show, you always say do something to make someone smile. Every Friday, I pay for a stranger's food at the drive-thru. Yeah, you can't beat that. I do that too. Well, I mean, not every Friday, but sometimes, I will just do something for a stranger. And you can't beat that. You can't beat that. You and Lincoln should have a Shirley Temple summit. We don't need to have anything. He's upset with me. I'm not as upset with him. So we cool. Or at least I'm cool. They mad because they can't handle the truth. I'm all right. I can handle the truth. You call me short, I'm short. Well, I'm going to be mad. I'm getting mad because somebody say something factual. That's nonsense. All right. So did anybody get a chance to watch Donald Trump give his speech last night? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I tried to watch it. I did. I gave it, like, I was watching. I can't take a lot of, I'm trying to think of the right word. And it's not even BS. I can't take a lot of kind of that, how would you say it? When he was talking about the shooting, where he almost got shot and was going into it and going over it, and I can't take that stuff. It was only by the grace of God that I turned my head to the... Okay, I could see, you could, okay. But to spend what felt like, I don't know exactly how long it was in time. And I'm not talking the whole speech. I'm talking about the portion of the speech where he described the shooting. To hear, it felt like about 45 minutes of that. The whole shooting took all of 30 seconds, from first shot to dude dead. All of 30 seconds. It took you 45 minutes, at least it felt like 45 minutes. It took you 45 minutes to tell us what happened in 30 seconds? And then he kept saying there was blood everywhere. There was blood everywhere. And I'm like, there's a video, bro. We can see that there was not blood everywhere. There was some exaggeration there. Look, I'm not mad at the dude for, being glad that he alive. All right? I'm not mad at him. Who could be mad at somebody for being glad that they're still alive? I'm not mad at him for that. But just to go on and on and on about it for what felt like 45 minutes. It might only been 20, 25, 30. Felt like 45. So I was turning and, watching other stuff. And Mrs. Livingston kept saying, "You sure you don't want to watch this?" And I'm like, he'll be there. When this go off, he'll still be there. So we watched something, went back, and he was still talking about the shooting. I'm like, we don't watch an entire episode of something, and you still talking about that 30 seconds? Oh my goodness. I know you gotta milk it. I'm not mad at him. You gotta milk it. But he made himself, and I told y'all they were doing this. He made himself God's choice for president. Because God could have took him out, but God saved him. It was a miracle. I don't know that he said that it was a miracle, but I was watching one of the commentators a Republican. It's like it was a miracle that he turned his head. It wasn't a miracle that he turned his head. I hate when people say that non-miraculous stuff is miraculous. The argument could be made, and I've been here before. The argument could be made that God intervened. The argument could be made that God intervened. But that don't necessarily, at least in my book, necessarily make something a miracle. To me, a miracle is something that can't happen, but God makes it happen. Right? If you're dead, like dead, you can't wake up. That's just, it don't happen. It just don't happen. But if you dead, like you've been in the morgue for 3 days, and then you just wake up, that's a miracle. Because that's something that don't happen. If your leg is chopped off, it's gone. They put it in a jar somewhere. It's in somebody's science lab. And then you look up and you got a new leg that just grew back. That's a miracle. That's a miracle. Because that just don't happen. It just don't happen. See, that's what a miracle is to me. You got some cancer or something somewhere, and they done tried everything. They can't get rid of the cancer. And then you look up and the cancer is just gone. Miraculous. That's a miracle. But guess what? I can do that all day. That's not a miracle. See, 10 miracles didn't just happen. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not 10 miracles. If you can just do it, you can say that was a blessing. But that's not a miracle that you turned your head. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. That's the way I view a miracle. It's the way I view a miracle. Ron.
I am sick of hearing that shit. Oh, it was a miracle. God saved him and not bull luck. Oh my God. He is gonna milk that shit, and I'm feeling really uncomfortable. I'm feeling really uncomfortable about that shit. But I mean, it is what it is. I would much rather have Trump in the White House so we can catch our breath for a minute, try to recoup, and then try to make sure that we get J.D. Vance not a shot in 2028. Because I voted for him. I didn't anticipate him being. I just did not see him being Trump's choice as of vice president. And I didn't see him just being a candidate.
Ron?
But again, yeah.
Why did you vote for J.D. Vance? Look, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't have. I'm asking legitimately, why did you vote for him?
Because I knew Trump was going to run in 2024, and I wanted to give him an advantage once he got to the House, once he got in the White House, of the House and the Senate.
Oh, so you're saying you just wanted to put, hold on, just so I'm clear, you just wanted to put as many Republicans as you had the power to influence into powerful positions to help Trump's agenda.
No, I wanted to put in the people who were running for the House and the Senate, Republicans, that so that Trump would have an advantage.
Right. That's what I said.
No, that ain't what you said, but
Yeah,
you know,
you wanted.
I understood what you meant.
Yeah, you wanted to have.
Because I know where you go. Because I know what you go. I know where you going with this.
See, this is always the problem, Ron. This is always the problem. Stop thinking you know where I'm going.
Oh,
I'm not trying to trap you. I'm not trying to trick you.
okay.
I'm not trying to. I'm not playing a long game. I'm just asking a legitimate question. See, you're saying no as the answer to the question because you think I'm going somewhere when the
No,
answer
I'm
is
saying
actually
yeah.
yes.
Okay. I I wanted to make sure that Trump had the House and the Senate, and I will make sure. That, of course, I would vote for um, anybody that's not a Republican right now, or that's not a Democrat right now for House and Senate.
Okay, so
I
so
I'm
so
leaning.
right. So the answer is yes.
I'm still back and forth on. I'm still back and forth on. Uh what's his name? The one with the scraggly voice. Still back and forth on him. I'm back
Who
and forth on him.
who's
But
who has a
I
scraggly
want
voice? I don't know who
Trump
you're
to
talking
have
about.
that advantage. Shit. What's his name?
What are they running for
God. The Senate.
in Ohio? You're talking about
Shit.
Sherrod Brown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm flip floppy on it, but I do want Trump to have an advantage in the House and Senate because I want him to, do some things right now. But this is my thing. Everybody needs, this is the most important election and all that other shit, and which I think it is. And I don't, understand why black folks ain't asking for shit, ain't asking for nothing. They, it's the House and the Senate. They want to get back in. And I think it's like 150 House and Senate seats. Uh, for election this year. Ain't nobody asking. You know, black leaders, Al Sharpton. All these people that support the interests of black folks. They not asking for shit.
I
They
disagree
not
with you.
asking that the voting rights.
I,
I ain't heard nothing.
I think black
What,
people
what,
have
what, what?
consistently been asking for stuff. Black people have
Oh
been.
no. Man, no. What have they consistently been asking? And don't say equity and all that other little bullshit. I'm talking about something of significance, like you like reparations. Hey, everybody got their feeling, and once 2024 hit, when we hit that election, it's all over for anything
Ron,
uh, for black folks.
Ron,
It's all because they already got their vote.
Ron.
What?
Have black people been asking for
Emanuel.
reparations?
Yes, they have been asking for it,
But you
but
just said black
now
people haven't been
we
asking
have
for
leverage.
anything.
Yeah, but you know what? Okay. They've been asking for reparations and all
Okay.
that other type of
Which
shit.
you
They've been
just
asking
said
it
is
for
something
everything.
significant.
Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Okay.
They've been asking for everything. They've been asking for everything.
Yes.
Now is the time to fucking get it. Now is the time to fucking get it. Everybody, they all need our vote. The House and the Senate need our vote. They tabled the George Floyd bill and the Voting Rights Act, the John Lewis bill. They tabled that shit when Biden was elected.
Ron, may I ask you a question, sir?
Now, what's that?
Do you support, let's say, the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act? I believe it is. Do you support that?
Yeah.
Did you? I can't hear you.
Why wouldn't I? Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
Why
you do.
wouldn't I?
Have
You
you asked?
think
Hold on. Have you asked the Republicans that you voted for to support that?
who am I at? Who am I at?
Didn't you just say you
Who
voted for
am I
J.D.
gonna?
Vance?
Wait. Ooh, do I got J.D. Vance on now? I'm gonna hit him up. Najah,
Scare me
I'm
out.
gonna hit him up.
It's scary. Yes, you can get hit. You are his constituent. You voted for him. You can get his phone number. You can call his office and you can say, Senator Vance, I am one of the people who voted for you and
Okay.
I supported you and I want you to support the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Yes,
Okay.
you can call him and say that.
Okay.
Have
Now,
you?
but no.
Why not?
And now, shit. You know, since you said something,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
make sure I record it and send him an email and attach you to it because I you know I'm gonna keep that 100. Now, people of significance, black people of significance, leaders, like NAACP just had a conference with Joe Biden, and I bet you, you know, hey Joe, look, and these were people prominent that had access to
Mhm.
Joe. You know, because I don't have access to him. You know, I can write a letter or email and give a call, but you know, they gonna brush me off. You
But
know
here,
what I'm
may
saying?
I help you out just a little
They
bit?
might not.
Here's what you could do.
Go ahead.
Here's what you could do. Because you said people of significance, prominent people, and if I do it, they could brush me off. But if you went and got, let's say, 100, like if you go to one of these Blacks for Trump rallies and you reach out to all of those black people who are there. And then you're a leader then. You say, I'm speaking on behalf of these 1,000 black people who are Republican supporters. And we want to see the Republican Party support the George Floyd Act. You're no longer just an individual. Believe it or not, you're a leader. You're a person of significance.
Okay.
You're leading an entire
And
group
I
of people.
understand. You know, I understand that shit. But
What?
you know,
Hold on, before you, I'm gonna let you
get
finish.
some
I'm gonna let you
shit.
finish, but let me get this
Okay.
out. See, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because people frustrate me sometimes when I hear them talk about what the leaders aren't doing or what black people ain't asking for from, the people who they vote for and all of that kind of stuff. Because most of the time, the people who are saying that stuff are also not asking for anything from the people that they support. See, I hear a lot of Republicans or people who vote Republican talk about the fact that black people ain't getting nothing from the Democrats. They ain't asking for nothing from the Democrats. But then you ask them, what are you asking for from the Republicans? And somehow that question becomes out of bounds. It don't make sense to ask that question. But you can't criticize me for not asking for something for my vote while you choose to give your vote to people who won't even do the minimum for you, and you don't ask for
What the
anything
fuck?
from them.
Low hanging fruit, nigga. Well, you got your nerve.
Well, what are you?
You got
You
your
won't
fucking
even
nerve.
reach out
You
to
was
your
gonna vote for
representative.
Joe if he was wheeled in there.
I,
Low
I
hanging.
still
Boy,
would. I
man,
still
hey,
would.
don't talk to me with that shit. Don't talk to me with that shit. But
What? I still
okay,
would.
I get you. No, I get you. And see, I'ma do just that because I love to be dared and shit, and that is like a dare. So I'ma do that shit. But now we gonna be realistic. Now we're gonna be realistic, and realistically,
You're
I can
saying
do
it's not
everything
realistic for black Republicans to ask for something from the party that they support.
And realistically, I can do everything that you said, but we gonna keep it gutter, and we gonna keep it where I will send it. So now, like, okay, like Lincoln got access to direct access to what's his name, Land, direct access. He got direct access to some a lot of people. Probably got direct access to all of them. Now, it wouldn't it shouldn't be an issue for them to say, or Lincoln to say, or Cecil to say, or anybody to say, the mayor to say, hey, you know, they've been floating this George Floyd bill around. Can get up there and get some, we the black vote, the black vote is shrinking. The black vote is shrinking. And these motherfuckers looking like they voting for Trump. Can we give them anything? Can we give them anything? You know, a lot of people have access to these congressmen and all this stuff, but they don't do shit. And you seem to forget. I've I've only voted for literally a handful of Republicans. Four, four, and four, and I've been voting Democrat all for 45 years since I was 18. So I know what I've been getting. I know what I've been getting. And like I said, and that's why I'm an independent right now. And everybody should be independent. At least black folks should be independent, because if if the white folks and everybody else was Republicans and Democrats, all because it's white Democrats, are just like it's white Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were all independent, everybody would be looking for our vote, just like they're looking for independent votes right now.
Ron.
We would have leverage. We would have leverage.
Ron.
We got leverage right now, but if we don't, let's hold on real quick. We got leverage right now, but we're gonna lose that leverage with the immigrants coming over here and vote, because eventually those people are going to be citizens. So we're losing our leverage.
Ron.
We're losing our leverage.
Ron.
Okay. Right now is the time to ask you something, and I'm gonna say something to you at the end. I call.
Okay, but Ron, I look. I'm not against you voting Republican. I'm not against anybody voting however they want to vote. I'm not against it. What bothers me is the people who vote Republican who act like they're better than people who vote for the Democrats, because they claim that the Democrats have not given us anything, but we still give them our vote. But the Republicans haven't given you anything, and you're giving them your vote and not asking for anything.
But I haven't been voting for Republicans.
It doesn't matter. Your vote doesn't become Ron, your vote does not become valuable 10 years after you start giving it. Your vote becomes valuable when you value it and you say, right. So now it is valuable, and you can say to the Republicans, if you want my vote, this is what I want you to do. What's wrong with that?
The Democrats in the nuts.
All right, but what are you getting? What are you getting out of kicking the Democrats in the nuts? What are you getting out of it?
Well, first of all, I'm getting satisfaction.
You're getting what? I didn't hear you.
I know big satisfaction, because contrary to your belief, I know that it ain't proven and all this stuff, a little stuff. But, LBJ said, and I'll repeat, these Negroes are getting too uppity. I
Ron,
will make sure.
Ron, you're not
No,
telling
no, no.
me,
I
you're
will
not
make
telling me
sure.
what are
No,
you getting, what are you
I'm,
getting from the
wait.
Republicans for your vote?
Can I get it out?
No,
Can I get it out?
what are you getting from the Republicans for your vote?
I'm going to tell you because it's me getting that out. He said, I will make sure these niggers vote Democrat for the next 200 years. So, had I known that when I started voting,
Okay, but now you
I
know.
wouldn't have
You're
ever.
really just trying
I
to waste time,
wait,
Ron.
wait, wait.
What?
No, no,
I'm
I ain't.
asking a simple
I'm not.
question. What are you
I
getting
got it.
from the
I'm
Republicans
getting.
for
I'm
your
getting personal.
vote?
I'm getting personal. I'm
No,
getting
no, no, no,
personal
no. Hold on.
satisfaction.
You're missing
Wait,
a key phrase there. What are you getting from the Republicans for your vote?
okay. I'm getting personal satisfaction
That's
for
not
voting
that's not coming from the
for. Wait a
Republicans.
minute.
What are you
Hey,
getting from the
can I
Republicans?
get? Can I? Come on, man. Let me get it out. Can I?
You said that
Hold
I
on,
think
guys.
6 times now. You getting personal
Cause you,
satisfaction. What are you getting from the Republicans?
okay. I'm getting the chance. I've gotten the overturning of a federal abortion ban to make it come to the state and state approval. I'm getting the guarantee that when Trump is in the White House, when he gets elected, he's going to drill, baby, drill. I need him to drill, baby, drill,
Well, wait a minute.
because
Hold
I
on.
want us
Let
to
me ask
be.
you this, Ron. Let me
Wait,
ask you this. Let's take a. You said the federal abortion ban. What do you get out of the federal abortion ban? How does that benefit Ron? Were you
it
planning
benefits
on getting an
Ron.
abortion?
It benefits Ron's mental and his spiritual satisfaction. It benefits me spiritually and my mental. It benefits me spiritually and my mental.
So
I'm gonna say it
so
again.
all you getting for your vote is that you feel good about who you voted for. What's so different about that and the black
No,
people who vote
no, no, no,
Democratic?
no,
Even if you
no.
assume that the
That no,
Democrats
no,
take their
that
vote for granted.
no, that okay. That's what you just said. And again, I didn't get it all out.
Oh, okay. You're right. I
And
interrupted
Democrats
you.
are going to benefit from drill, baby, drill also. He's going to benefit. They're going to benefit, and he's going to close the border. He's definitely going to close the border, and I think that'll benefit me, and I think it'll benefit Democrats. And the people in Chicago and New York and Denver, and they think it'll benefit Democrats. They think it'll benefit Democrats as well. So see, you can pull all that shit.
Oh, what?
You put
All
all
I
this
did
shit
was
out there.
ask you a simple
You can
question
pull all
that
that
you
shit out
seem
the
to have a
ass.
problem answering.
Again,
It sounds.
hey, no,
This is
I
what
ain't
it
got no
sounds
problem
like to me,
answering.
Ron. Ron, this is what it sounds like to
Hey,
me.
no, I don't. Wait.
What?
Okay,
Wait.
let me let you go.
Okay.
And
This
see
is
what
what
it
it
sounds
sounds
like.
like to me. It sounds to me like you've become the thing that you claim to despise. You claim to despise that black people vote for Democrats, and then they don't ask for enough, and they get their votes taken for granted because they don't get anything from it. Whereas you said, okay, I'm not going to do that for the Democrats. I'm going to do that for the Republicans. So you've become the thing
I've
that
done
you
that for the Democrats for
despise.
45 years. For 45 years. For 45 years.
And so
For
now
45 years, I've done
you
that for
can
the
just
Democrats.
flip it.
Hey, I've given them a vote down the ticket.
All right.
Down the ticket.
Down the ticket.
Down the ticket for 45 years.
Okay.
And doing something. Doing something. On a continuous basis. and expecting a different result is asinine. And I can't get the words in my head, but you know what I'm saying. And why would I continue to beat my head up against the wall and the wall ain't breaking?
But Ron, all you
Why
decided,
do
Ron, all you did, assuming everything you said is correct, all you've done is pick a different wall to beat your head up against because you're doing the exact same thing.
But I think it may be some softness in this wall.
No, that wall is harder than the other wall.
No, you say no. You say no. But
the stuff,
you say no.
Ron, the stuff that you say you want, that wall does not support the stuff that you say that you want.
I know it's some softness in the wall.
Ron,
because
you just said that you want reparations. Do you think the Republican Party is in any way in favor of reparations?
Yeah, but some people are.
What Republican? What Republican
right now?
What?
We got leverage right
wait,
now.
what Republican is in favor of reparations?
I don't know. God damn, man. Don't.
All right, you said you in favor of the George Floyd Act. What Republican is in favor of the George Floyd Act?
I don't know. I'm sitting here.
So then you doing the exact same thing.
How do I know? How do I know? Don't act so ridiculous. We got to get some things done, and people be tripping because I be so passionate. But when you bullshit like that, when people listening on your platform,
nothing I'm saying is bullshit. I'm asking simple questions and just trying to show you. And again, you can vote Republican all day. I don't have a problem with you voting Republican. But stop criticizing black people for voting for Democrats and not getting anything when you vote for Republicans and don't even expect anything.
I don't criticize nobody.
Doesn't criticize. That was how we got into this conversation.
Nobody.
No,
that doesn't criticize.
That's not
me.
True. That's how you got into this conversation.
I have a conversation with you going, and you criticizing me.
I'm not criticizing you. I'm asking. I'm taking your criticism and turning the mirror and making you look at yourself. Your criticism was this is the time when black people should be asking the Democrats for something, and black people ain't asking the Democrats for nothing.
They're asking everybody for something. Don't be don't put that bullshit on me. Everybody.
But you're not asking anybody for anything.
Republicans and Democrats.
But you're not asking anyone for anything.
Democrats.
That's you criticizing people for doing the exact same thing that you're doing.
Jesus. Okay. So I said I'm going to do exactly what the fuck you said do. Meantime, some other people, and why the fuck not have other people Reverend Al Sharpton said at the beginning of the year with Corey Holcomb or Stacey Holcomb, hey, we do it at the NAN conference. Oh, we gonna have a study on reparations. How many fucking studies they done did on that shit? How many studies they did on that shit? We don't need no motherfucking study because we got leverage. We got leverage right now. And it's slipping away.
All right.
So I know, I can go ahead and do exactly what you said do. But it's a whole lot more people that are higher up that listen to you, that listen to Wyatt, that listen to Lincoln. And this is just local shows, but it's everywhere nationally. These motherfuckers should be saying, hey, do something. At least, why the Voting Rights Act? Why the fuck the Democrats they looking for our vote? Why in the fuck would the Democrats or Republicans won't do that shit? Democrats introduced it. The Democrats put it on the table.
Right. So then you should be. So
up?
you in particular those black Republicans should be pressuring y'all Republican candidates and say, if you want my vote, then you need to make it known now publicly that you're in support of the Voting Rights Act.
Yeah. But I'd rather make that known right the fuck now, because you like I said, you know, there's a whole bunch of people listening to your show that said, that heard me say exactly that.
All right.
And it's a trip. Some of them motherfuckers ain't gonna move. Some of them motherfuckers ain't gonna move on exactly what I said and why.
Hello? Ron? I didn't hang up. The line's still there. I don't know what happened. But Ron, thank you for your call. I appreciate it. I still support you voting Republican. I really do. I really do. And again, and this ain't to Ron. This is to all of the people who are putting down black people for being on the plantation. All of the people who are putting down black people for... Hold on a second, CK. All of the people who are putting down black people for supporting Democrats and their vote being taken for granted, and we need to do this and we need to do that and look at other options and all of that kind of stuff. For all of y'all who are quick to criticize...
He caught me stepping out.
What?
I'm saying
CK, hold on.
But,
Hold on, CK, hold on. For all of y'all, all I'm saying to y'all is practice what you preach. You're now out here voting Republican. You feel good because you're not on the plantation no more. Well, he's free now, boss. All right, you free. What are you asking for? And that is not a question that is out of bounds. No matter how many times people try to tell you it's unreasonable to say, what are you getting from the Republicans? It's not unreasonable. It's not. Just like they can say you on the plantation for voting Democrat and not getting anything for your vote, just turn that mirror to them and ask them, what are you getting for your vote? What are you asking for your vote? You giving your vote away to people that openly say, I don't support none of the shit you want. I want equality. I don't support that. I want justice. I don't support that. I want reparations. I don't support that. I want equal rights to vote. I don't support that. Well, I'm going to vote for you anyway. What are you getting? So stop. That's it. Stop criticizing people for doing the same thing that you're doing. You feel superior because, I don't know, you doing it. You giving your vote to somebody, I guess, higher who don't care about you. And asking for nothing in return. You're not superior. CK. Hey, what's up, CK?
man, praise the Lord, man. I heard, oh my God. I was listening to your show, sir. I was listening to your show. It was good. You hear me?
I'm hearing you.
I went to, I did go see my therapist yesterday, and I showed her your show. I showed her a clip about the pervert controversy the other day.
Pervert controversy?
You remember Jerica called me a pervert?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, and listen, I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to Jericho Vaughn because my therapist, she told me I was dead wrong.
So
And
your
I
therapist
played,
said you are indeed a pervert?
yeah, she said, because look, you would love my therapist. You would love my therapist. You would love her. She's very honest. And she a sister. She a sister, 30, about late 30. But look, she said, no N word. Don't just play, because I played where the pervert part came in on the thing. She said, no, play what y'all was saying. So I had, she said, just give me 10 minutes before and let me listen. So she heard the part when I was telling you about um, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and them and Sexy Red. And she said, do you like them artists? I said, yes. She said, why do you like them? Because you're a pervert. So I was like, damn. I said, well, do you like them artists? She said, yeah. I said, so you a pervert? She said, no, I'm a female. So that's what I owe Jerica an apology. She did keep it real. You know what I mean? But I was just offended because, because I went off, but I was offended because, remember you was telling me about the dude in the other country when the girl scratched her leg, right?
That was what she said, yes.
So that's what I was thinking we was naming the pervert. So when she named me, I was offended. You know what I mean? But you had just like she said, you had said, if what they saying, why are you getting upset if you know it's not true? So she said, you got upset because you knew what he was saying was true. I mean, what she was saying was true. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It was
you
like,
learned that you are indeed a pervert.
yeah, she said, man,
All right.
I mean, come on now. I mean,
You can fix it, though.
I just got upset. I mean, I am whatever, you got to understand. You are whatever they say you are. Whatever they call you, I mean, you can't, that's what that was the whole theme of what you were saying. Why are you getting upset by what somebody calling you? You see what I mean?
But yeah, but your level of upset was not necessarily proportional to the what you perceived offense.
Yeah, I was mad. I was like, damn, you supposed to be talking. Because the way she called, I was thinking like, damn, you supposed to say that if I was encouraging that behavior. She said it like I was like, hell yeah, that's what you supposed. That's why I took it offensive. Because I wasn't condone. Remember, I didn't condone that. Neither one of us did we?
I don't believe so.
So, what do you call women advertising a wet ass piece? Is that a pervert?
Yeah.
But we don't really refer to women as perverts. That's what
Maybe
I noticed
then
when they
maybe you should start.
there it is. There it is. And far as the miracle, you have to define it a little better, sir. It is a miracle. Listen, sir, they got you held up. You and your whole family held up, tied up in there, right? Here I am, the pizza man came to the wrong house. I look in there, I see, hey, something don't look good in there. Boom, 911. Hey,
I don't think
save the
that's a
day.
see,
That's a miracle.
that is not a miracle.
I just happened to God sent me to your house by accident. You didn't even order no damn pizza.
But that's
Livingston.
still at least in
I
my
saved
look.
everybody else.
In my definition, that's not a miracle because I'm certain that pizza men show up to the wrong house every day.
But
Is it
we
a
said
miracle?
we
Hold on.
can't.
Is it a miracle every time a pizza man go to the wrong door?
Oh no, I'm talking about. Look at you were being held hostage. You and your little
No, no, no.
one.
I
Y'all
get
were
I
tied
get
up.
the scenario that you painted, but hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it a miracle every time a pizza man show up to the wrong door?
No, it's not.
All
But
right,
it's a
now hold on, hold
miracle
on, hold on,
when I
hold on,
say.
hold on.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this. Somebody got their leg chopped off, and then out of nowhere, a new leg appears there. Every time that happens, is that a miracle?
Okay, sir. You gonna please bring up the definition on Google. Bring it up on your computer. We about
I'm
to
not
settle
talking
this.
about the dictionary definition. That's why I said this is my definition of what a miracle is. My definition of what a miracle is something that just don't happen, that miraculously happens. And I know you can't use the word in the definition, but it's not something that just naturally occurs. That's not a miracle.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, you putting your own definitions to these words, man. You have to look it up, man. You the king of talk. You can't just be making. Now you're going against your damn verbiage.
No,
Your verbiage is
by definition, the king of talk. See, everybody don't know the rules of the king of talk, but by definition, the king of talk can create his own definition. But just for you, I'll look up a miracle. All right, because
I need to hear this shit.
All right. A miracle, by definition, is a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be the work of a divine agency. So, is it explicable by natural or scientific laws that a piece of man would show up to the wrong door? Can that be explained?
Yeah, you got me, man. The official definition bails you out. You won. You won the debate, right? I mean, the definition was basically what you said it was. It was your definition, right?
It was close, yeah.
Yeah, hey, you won that. But you see, that's the difference with me and other Americans. I can admit defeat. I can take an ass whooping and give you your props.
There are other Americans who can do that, just so you know.
No, but I know. Come on now. I'm saying I'm exceptional. Most of them can't. Most of them cry. Most of them make excuses. I just take my ass whooping and keep it moving. You hear me? I keep it moving, man. You beat me, but I will train and I will win in a rematch. Thank you, brother.
All right, CK. Oh, that's CK. Yeah, everything that works out for you in some advantageous way is not necessarily a miracle. But yeah, I'm not against going back to the political thing. People voting for whoever they want to vote for. You got a right to. You got a right to. Oh, and Ron asked me, I saw the comment come up, and Ron wanted to know, have I blocked him? No. Look, I don't block. If something happens and you can't see my page, it's not because I blocked you. I don't block people. I think I got like 5 people blocked. I just don't run around blocking people. Brent.
What's going on, E-Man?
How you doing, Brent?
Oh, I'm all right. And I asked the Google, and this year Halloween does not fall on a weekend. So when you're out there with little baby, you got to do it on a Thursday night.
I don't take little baby trick-or-treating.
All right.
No, her daddy does that. They go all out. They dress up in, matching whatever. Like he was. I've never seen the movie Toy Story, but I've heard enough about it. He was the cowboy, and then he dressed her up as the space guy. So yeah, they go all out.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yes.
Woody and Buzz Lightyear.
Yes.
Oh man. But yeah, just to quickly throw some actual information and facts at you. The United States drills more oil than any other country in the world, currently at 12.9 million barrels a day. And that's according to the Energy government website.
Well, according to Republicans, that is not enough.
Yeah, which is crazy because they say drill, baby, drill, but these corporations, the BP, the multinational corporations, the BP, the Shells of the world, they have all of these licenses to drill wells, and they're sitting on drilling those wells because if you suppress the amount of oil that's in the market, the price tends to go up. So in with that, they want to drill in the Arctic and some of these other areas, but they already have current wells that they're not even using, and that was a part of the Biden administration was telling them like, look, you already got these leases, drill on those, but they don't want to. So it's all corporate games and leverage play and all that other good stuff. But on the border, if border is such a huge issue to Republicans, they would have got on board with the bipartisan border control and immigration bill that even ultra-conservative Republicans out of Iowa negotiated, but they didn't because Trump told them not to, because Trump wanted to run on immigration. So that's number two. Number three, the John Lewis and George Floyd bill, black Republicans, black independents, will bring that up, but they won't take that additional step and learn that it was cousin Tim Scott who torpedoed the John Lewis and the George Floyd bills. He was the lead negotiator on the Senate side, and he strung it along, and then ultimately said no, and then all the Republicans voted against it.
And he's a Republican, right?
Yeah, he definitely is a Republican. He's an I love you Trump Republican. He's a brother love, using a WWF reference, Republican. So, and the quote that Ron was talking about, that LBJ quote of ninjas and hunting them over 200 years. Even when he did actually post that article from whatever California college that was supposed to have been said, you could Google search, do a basic search within that article on blacks, Negroes, coloreds. It's not mentioned. It's not even about black people. So, maybe he was, getting things confused. Now, LBJ is known to say that, if you, he did say, and I'm paraphrasing, that, if, us voting for this is going to turn the South red or turn it Democrats, because the Dixiecrats who wind up being Republicans, and they were against it ultimately. So that's it on that point. But if I could jump over to last night's GOP convention and Trump. Now, what did he say about his ear? Because I missed the whole part with Trump.
Well, no, he gave his speech, and it felt like 45 minutes. I'm not exactly sure how it is. That's why I keep saying it felt like 45 minutes to me, but it might have been 30. It might have been 20, 25, whatever. Okay. But he told the story of the shooting, and he told it for a long, long time because, he wants that sympathy. I'm not mad at him, bro. My whole head would be wrapped up, like a mummy. And, you would just see my eyes and give me some stuff to breathe out of my nose and my mouth because my ear got shot. But, yeah, he's definitely milking it.
Okay, but did he say something to the effect, by the grace of God?
Yes.
Now, see, this is where Trump is a great marketer. He can read the crowd and everything, but this is where he messed up. If he really, really, really wanted to appeal to black folks, as soon as he said, by the grace of God, then someone would have been on that organ, tuning it up. And then someone would have been on them drums, hitting the snare. Then all of a sudden someone would go, hey! And then the whole place would have been turned out. Black folks would have been jumping up and down.
Well, it was only like 12 black folks in there. So, the other people would have been confused. Like, what is going on? There's a concert is breaking out in the middle of Donald Trump's speech. But it wasn't enough black people in there.
Them three black folks running around in there would have been entertainment to those white folks.
They'd have got locked up. If anybody would have started running, security, Secret Service, he'd have thought he was getting shot. He'd have dropped to the ground, covered up his head. They'd have went and locked him up. Them black people would be in jail right now. Like, the spirit hit me. I heard the organ, and I start running. That would have been it. A riot broke out at the Republican National Convention. 5 black people tried to rush the stage. It would have been, no.
So they would have jumped on stage, got behind Trump, and made them some room and start dancing. Oh man, that would have been hilarious. Because Trump would have did his little fist and arm pump and everything and swaying on the
He
ones
did
and the
the
threes.
thing with the string.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd have been funny. But it's time for everyone, especially LaDonna's favorite part of the afternoon experiment. It's time for the wrestling report. And this is the RNC convention edition. So we're going to talk about Hulk Hogan and his speech.
I saw part of his speech. I couldn't watch the whole thing.
I actually watched the whole thing because I was like, I saw it early in the day that he was supposed to be speaking, and you know they birds of the same feather because you know Hogan has been caught up in. Remember back in the day with the whole Gawker, goodness, I can't even talk. Video scandal where he slept with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, and the video got leaked, and all that other good stuff. And actually, to tie it into the overall election, the person who essentially paid for the lawyers for Hulk Hogan was that Peter Thiel guy who was also a J.D. Vance supporter. So he's all up in it. He is really the hand behind why he selected, well, from what I'm reading and what I'm hearing, I think is why he even got selected J.D. Vance, because it doesn't broaden front base at all, but he's like a mini puppet version of him. But Hogan came out there, and you know he had on the bandana, and he had his freshly dyed golden locks, which you know are only right above his ear, and he's all balled up in the top. But he came out there, had on a little suit jacket and everything, and got to talking about the crowd, and I've been in big crowds before where I've fought mean giants and and Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, but this has to be the biggest crowd ever. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is for someone who likes wrestling, that was just hard to even deal with. But he even talked about slamming that Beano Giant, and you remember that slam from what was that, WrestleMania 3? Was it?
I think it was 3 at the Silverdome. I think so.
He didn't even get Andre the Giant up. He got him up like shoulder height and then dropped him. When there have been legit people who have slammed Andre the Giant, like Harley Race. I saw some old videos of Harley Race slamming him, and he slammed him like he was like 150 pounds, where Andre the Giant's head was down low and his feet was up high, and slammed him. So what Hogan did wasn't no big deal. But then Hogan started to go on and getting his what you gonna do, and then he ripped off his shirt and couldn't rip it off completely at the bottom, so he had to re-grab and rip it, and he had a Trump J.D. Vance shirt underneath. And the people in the audience are obviously not wrestling fans, because that should have got the biggest pop right there and everything. But he is looking very, very old, unfortunately. And but he's had many back surgeries and everything. And I'm trying to, even though he's been friends for a while, because Amber Rose, one of the reasons why they said she was even on there is because she's trying to make her federal investigation to her whole cryptocurrency scam. She's trying to make that go away. And, there's been a lot of black folks who've gotten part in that have had, questionable backgrounds and cases that have disappeared. And even local Cincinnati favorites, Pac-Man Jones, isn't that the reason why he allegedly endorsed Joe Dieters to make his pending lawsuits and crimes go away? Didn't that happen there?
I don't know.
Back a few years ago.
Because
it came out of nowhere. I remember hearing his commercial and everything where he was endorsing them, and it was like one of them. Oh goodness, how he was reading was almost like Karl Malone reading when he was repping for LA Gear. Like he really didn't want to be there, but the check was nice. So a bunch of transactional folks who are trying to get themselves out of it and willing to do anything or say anything in order to get themselves out of it, which, oh well, if that's what they do, that's what they do. But it wasn't, he wasn't up there very long, but he was reading off a teleprompter. Well, all of them are up there reading off a teleprompter, and I guarantee that in Trump's speech, because I remember Lincoln, he was vacillating back and forth. Oh, he's rewriting the speech. He's rewriting the speech. Trump ain't rewriting nothing. They just have, and presidents don't write their speeches. They may edit it and tweak it a little bit, but it's other people that are writing them for it. So, that was bottom line. But they, they had to throw in this, being saved and well, what was I about to say? Well, yeah, but that's pretty much it.
All right.
That is pretty much it. But yeah, but I that would have been something if he would have said, but God, or by the grace of God, and the Oregon would have started. Man, he really could have appealed to black folks, but he lost his chance. So, but maybe there'll be other opportunities. There'll be other pastors who need a little extra on the building fund, and we'll have an event there for them, and they'll pack it with white folks shipped from out of town. But
all right, Brent.
But all right. But you have a great weekend.
You do the same, man. I
And
appreciate
I will
your
talk to you
call.
later.
All right.
All right.
All right. And yeah, one of the other things that Donald Trump said during his speech is if the Democrats want to talk about unity, then they need to stop saying that I'm a threat to democracy. And they're gonna, my fear or my concern is that they're gonna keep hammering that, and the Democrats are gonna stop saying it, even though it's true. But they're gonna stop saying it because they don't want to be accused of, stoking the flames. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene ain't got no problem stoking the flames. None whatsoever. Donald Trump, no problem stoking the flames. None whatsoever. But they want to make sure that the Democrats stop saying what I believe to be true. I believe it's true. They don't have any problem encouraging people to do violent things and be violent people. I'm concerned that the Democrats gonna be like, we can't call him a threat to democracy anymore. But he is. But he is. So you got to keep saying it. You got to keep telling the truth. Got to keep telling the truth. I saw there was somebody on here saying that black people don't like to research or whatever. I don't know that that's true, Juanita. I don't know that that's true. Everybody's not a researcher. So you can't expect that everybody's going to have all the information, or really any one person is going to have all of any information. I will say this, though. I was listening to Al Sharpton. I was listening to Al Sharpton on the way home because Wyatt didn't come on today. Which, by the way, I want to plug Wyatt. I always plug Wyatt. Wyatt Live typically comes on Monday through Friday. 1 starts at around 1:30ish. And while I always say it, Wyatt and I don't agree on a lot of things political and stuff like that. But I do like to check out the man's show. I agree with him on some stuff. It's typically not political stuff. Or I can always agree on facts. If it's factual and you can show me that it's a fact, you got me. I agree. I might not agree with your conclusion that you drew because of the facts, but I can agree with facts. He has a good show. You should check him out. Give him a shot. But he wasn't on today, so I was listening to Al Sharpton. I got so frustrated listening to Al Sharpton. This goes a little bit to what Juanita was saying about black people don't like the research. But I'm not saying that I agree with that. But I wish that some of us was better with our logic and our reasoning. Sometimes we jump to some crazy conclusions. We don't know necessarily, sometimes some of us don't know how to state our position in a way that sounds reasonable. Everything is always so hyperbolic. And look, I'm cool with hyperbole here and there. I'm all right with it. But if you listen to these people, and these are people from around the country, I'll be like, come on, y'all. Some of y'all sound wacky. And I agree with some of what y'all be saying, but then y'all just take it to another level and you just sound super wacky. I don't know how you fix that. I don't know how we fix it, but somebody was saying that they want Joe Biden. Hold on, I'm looking up something. Yeah. They wanted Joe Biden to call the military and have them arrest Donald Trump and then have him court-martialed. I was like, I didn't know that Donald Trump was in the military. What do you actually think court-martialing is? Like, what? And he was one of them, super, I don't want to say anything offensive, but he was one of them super intellectual guys. I was like, oh, stop. You could just say what you mean, like in normal language. So normal people can understand it. And I don't know. I just get frustrated sometimes listening to some of the talk that is frequented by some of us. Now look, I know y'all get frustrated listening here as well. I know some of y'all get frustrated listening here as well. But at least I would have said, you do realize that court-martialing is not just something you do to just anybody. That's a military thing. And then Ozzy called in. Ozzy said that the Democrats are an authoritarian government. Ozzy. Come on, man. They're not. The Democratic Party is not the government. And the fact that Joe Biden, because this is why he said they were an authoritarian government, because Joe Biden is thinking about dropping out and then they're going to put somebody else in his place. And so that goes against our vote. Because we just voted in the primary for Joe Biden. And so if he drops out and somebody else takes that spot, then that's the Democrats being an authoritarian government. It's not. Al Sharpton wasn't like, that's not true, Ozzy. You know what I'm saying? He just let him say it. And then he was like, all right, thank you for your call. Like, come on. I get the people are frustrated with what's going on. I get it. But calm down. It's going to work itself out. I I hate that all of this stuff is happening in front of everybody. Because if all of this stuff happened behind the scenes, and then, either Joe Biden don't step down and we move forward, or Joe Biden do step down and then he just comes out and gives a speech, everybody would be like, okay, well, it makes sense, whatever excuse he gave, and so on and so forth. Everybody doing it out in front of everybody. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's the transparency that everybody's looking for, but that's not the transparency that I'm looking for. I don't want all this stuff to play out as publicly as it's playing out. I don't like that. I don't like that. Shahara says, what about this global IT outage? Where did your thing go? What about this global IT outage? Crazy, but make you wonder. Stay woke, my folks. Oh, that wasn't Shahara. That's Phyllis. Shahara's comment was right above her, something about Olivia Pope. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, the global IT outage. My understanding is I was listening and they were saying Mac and Linux was fine. It's all them Windows computers. It's all them Windows computers that was all messed up. I have Macs here, except for that daggone Chromebook. I have Macs here, so. But yeah, it was apparently chaotic today. It was apparently chaotic today. But again, almost everything I do is on a Mac, so we wouldn't have had no problems. I wasn't flying or anything like that. You gotta get y'all a Mac. No, I'm not here to promote Mac. Mac don't pay me. They stuff just work better for what I do. It just worked better for what I do. Now, Al Sharpton be busy chewing the gristle. He don't be listening. That do frustrate me sometimes. Al Sharpton, he does not, look, if you don't care what them people have to say, don't have them call in. Just talk. But if you take calls, you should at least, listen to the people. And y'all don't know this about me, but I'm going to tell you right now, one of the things that I hate more than anything else was two things. I hate when people smack. I hate that. I hate that. And I hate when people talk with their mouth full and don't know how to do it. Because there's a way you can have something in your mouth and you can talk and it don't sound like you got stuff in your mouth. You move it to the side, you put it over there, and then there's a way to do it. But I hate it when people talk with their mouth full, and I hear Al Sharpton do that. People be talking to him. I've heard, Rev, are you there? Rev, and then he got, no, I'm listening. I hear you. Yeah. I heard. Yeah, Go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you say. Hey, you wasn't listening. You eating. It's nasty. Eat before the show. Eat after the show. Eat on the breaks. Don't eat during the show. You're not good at it. I've heard another talk show host do that too. I'm not going to say no names. But I've had to say, why are you talking with your mouth full? I don't understand it. What else, y'all? I don't have much else. I got to get out of here. I know I came on late. I stayed on a little later, but I had to get out of here. I got a few things I got to do. I got to make a run and deliver some stuff. I did see somebody on here ask me about shirts. Again, give me 2 weeks to get this website up. And if it has to not look right, y'all gonna dog me out for it anyway. But then at least y'all be able to get on there and get the shirts. And I might actually do some giveaways. So we'll see what happens. Give me a couple weeks. Let me get everything together. All right. Oh, Van Jones. What did Van Jones say that frustrated me? Van Jones said something. What was it? I saw his name and I remember. What did Van Jones say? Ridiculous. Because he said something just the other day that was absolutely ridiculous. So much so I saw it on Fox News. Let me just Google Fox News. Van Jones. No. That was what he said. He says a lot of ridiculous stuff. But he was talking about the difference between President Biden and former President Trump. And he was saying that, none of this is not going to be a direct quote, but he was saying that Donald Trump is strong and Joe Biden is weak, as evidenced by Donald Trump was not stopped by a bullet, but Joe Biden was stopped by a virus. And I was thinking, dude, that's ridiculously silly. Number one, Joe Biden isn't stopped. He's, if you believe the story, he got the virus. He's being safe. If you have the coronavirus, you still shouldn't just be out there amongst people because you can still spread it. Coronavirus is actually real. Just because I didn't get the vaccine don't mean I don't believe it's real. And it don't mean that I believe you should be spreading it to people. Like, oh, you got coronavirus. Well, good. I'm about to go to this rally and meet 100 people. No, I'm canceling my events because I got a virus that I can spread. And, well, Donald Trump wasn't stopped by a bullet. Let's take their official story. A bullet hit his ear. A bullet nicked his ear. It's not like he got pierced with rounds, you know what I'm saying? And he was still up walking around like, oh, that man's strong. That's what they acting like. Like he took 3 to the head and then was still like, hey, ain't no bullet gonna stop me. See, now that would be a miracle. Trump is strong because he wasn't stopped by a bullet. Biden is weak because he got stopped by a virus. Come on, man. I don't be understanding what be going on with that guy. He says a lot of stuff. Sometimes he say stuff and I'll be like, he on point. But a lot of times he say stuff and I'll be like, what is he thinking? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. Preston said he said something very interesting about Amber Rose. I didn't hear what he said about Amber Rose. And Daryl says Biden don't have COVID. How could you possibly know that? How could you possibly know that? Say you don't believe he has COVID, but you don't believe it based on what? But he ain't got COVID. You can have COVID and have zero symptoms. You ain't got COVID. How you know? You ain't in the hospital. Like, that's stupid. Now, I'm not saying he does. They said that he does. I got no reason to not believe them. They say the man got COVID. Why can't the man have COVID? When they did say he had COVID, I did think, okay, this is it. He dropping out. Because I had just read a story where he said the only way he gonna drop out, and again, this is not a direct quote, but he basically said the only way I'm dropping out is if my doctor tell me for some health reasons I need to drop out. And then the next day it was like, oh, Joe Biden got COVID. I'm like, here it is. Here it is. This is gonna be his excuse to drop out. He don't have COVID. What part of my comment that you don't understand? COVID or don't have? The logic behind the conclusion. I understand the words, but the logic behind such a conclusion is the part that I don't understand. That's why I asked you, how could you possibly know that? Now, if you like, well, I know his doctor personally, and his doctor told me that he don't really have COVID. He just said that. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, there you go. I'm the lab guy who tested his blood. And we tested it for COVID, and it didn't come back with any COVID. Like, oh, there you go. You got inside information. You know. So that's why I'm wondering what part of my question did you not understand? I understood what you said. It's the logic behind it I don't understand. Daryl says, I know his doctor personally. There you have it. See, now I believe you're lying. I think you're lying. I think you just made that up. I think you making shit up. You're not supposed to just make stuff up. You can say, I don't believe he has COVID. That's reasonable. He ain't got COVID. You don't know that. You don't know that. And I'm sorry, this ain't Al Sharpton show. When you say stuff like that, and I see it, and it jumps out to me, I'm going to ask some questions for clarification's sake. Y'all, I had to get out of here now. I really do. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Got a lot of stuff to do. This is going to be a busy weekend. So, and just, this is water. They look at you kind of funny when you go through the drive-thru and you order water. Water's not the only thing I ordered. I like Raleigh's fries. So I got a little thing of Raleigh's fries and I got some water. They look at you funny when you like, I want a medium fry and a cup of water. When I go to the window, they like, did you want water? Yeah, I want water. And sometimes they actually offer you something else. Like, you too broke to afford an actual drink. Like, this Ian can't afford a fruit punch or a Coke or whatever. And so he gonna order water. I'm gonna be nice today. Like, you ordered water? You wanted water? I'll give you one of the drinks. Just tell me what you want. I want water. You want a Sprite? No, I want water. Do you like fruit punch? No, I want water. Okay. Why can't an N order some water? I like a nice ice cold cup of water. I gotta get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. As always, enjoy your weekend. As you are out and about, do me a favor. Be the reason that somebody smiles every day this weekend. All right? Till next time. I'm out, y'all. Peace.